Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. This is the part 2 to the reading I've already put out. The one that I said this is no love reading. Even though this is Valentine's Day, it's almost like I've kind of been drawn into an energy of what's going on beneath the surface of Valentine's. You know, the hidden truths, the silence. What I picked up in the last reading was Queen Ifrika song, which I uploaded in the description, Daddy Don't Touch Me There. Going back to a reading I did where it was in regards to somebody who felt like their childhood had been robbed from them. We're talking about a wounded healer on a mission to rise the vibrations of humanity, Mother Earth, those who's gone through very similar experiences, who's gone through experiences within the foundation that was directly set as an intention to break and shield the confidence of, I would say, of the high priest and the high priestess energies. Earth angels. I call them people in my book that I've written, the Earth Angel Chasers. I put them down to energies, entities that possess the human bodies. And I always tell myself, the closer those that seem to be an enemy to you is, the more powerful you are as a being. Is the reason why some of the most disgusting acts will be done against the children in order to break the confidence from very early. You know when they say you have to bend the tree from young. The card that I just wanted to fall out here was Speak with Good Intent. And I'm going to leave it right there because that's what this is in regards to. Throat Chakra came out in the reverse. These are just a few cards that came through in the previous reading, which I found it very hard to communicate what I was seeing and thinking and feeling and all of that, and how my ancestors work with me in order to bring this message to me visionally. How I learn is through vision. I like to read, but I don't love to read. But vision, I learn more through vision. And as I was looking at going back to the season of Sabrina that I was speaking of, pay attention to the red flags, to the small details. I noticed each character in reference and in regards to my ascension point right now where I'm at. There was a tarot reader there, and I saw her intention, and I saw her part of this mission that Sabrina was all about. There was also another teacher there, or who possessed the human body of a teacher, the spirit of Lilith. I noticed her character too. Also with how she used to receive her messages, or who used to bring her messages, was the crow, the blackbird. And I then had to kind of, it was an energy of needing to decipher, being mindful of what you may see as helpful people, or who you may ask for help and advice, and who's speaking into your life with good intentions and who's not. Be mindful. So yeah, this is the part that I was coming into here, but there's also a kind of unexpected energy that's coming in towards you, going back to the past reading, because there's some kind of healing with Chiron coming out as overall message healing. There's some kind of overall recovery of the soul. Something's coming into fruition. What you once never understood is going to be understood now. Or I feel like someone's understanding now why they had to go through what they went through in regards to the foundation, the child traumas that you felt robbed you from your childhood. Going back to the title of my channel, was never a child but always a soul. What wasn't understood then is understood now. And I understand that these people, these entities, come to kill, steal and destroy in order for the truth that's within not to be revealed. Going back to the Sabrina season, Sabrina's dad and mother, I believe mother was mortal, father was witch, and they had information, hidden information that they recovered from within, possibly, from my understanding right now. But that information by the high priest, darker energy, higher up in the ranking, didn't want that information to get out. So therefore, he set an order on Sabrina's parents to have them killed. But that book fell at the bottom of the sea. But it was retrieved by Sabrina and what I would say was Sabrina's twin flame. Twin flame will come into your life in order to come together and help you to retrieve the information that you're needing to retrieve. Unlock that information within you. Children of Lur energy. I'm hearing speaking half-truths in order to unlock something, intuition within you. Put you on a search, you know. A treasure search is what I'm hearing right now. Pirates of the Caribbean kind of energy. Tell me more about those who I'm connecting with at this time in regards to the energy of this reading. Wounded healer. Tell me more about this energy of those who I'm connecting with. It says, I relate in peace. I relate in peace. Tell me more about this unexpected energy that's coming in towards those who I'm resonating with. What's this unexpected energy? I thought it was going to fall off here. So it says, I remain in balance with my emotions. And I feel like this is that kind of a compromise energy going back to the previous reading. It's almost like somebody's having a deep look into their self. The card that came out earlier was guilt. Here, feelings of guilt. So it's like someone's having that hard look into themselves. Also needing to speak some truths with good intent. I converse with awareness. I feel like there's definitely some kind of opportunity for some kind of closure here, moving forwards. But there's also an energy of needing to be mindful. There's a need to be mindful and to pay attention to the red flags of the people, places and things that you're now moving towards. There's definitely a new shift, a new cycle that's beginning for you. I kind of picked that up over the weekend, especially when I went into this kind of spontaneous changing of furniture. You know, it was just like a whole spin, a change of the world that we know it to be, kind of an energy. It's like making way for something new, a change of a vision. It's almost like someone's wanting to be somewhere, but unable to get there through whatever reasons. So what you do, you bring that energy to you. That's what I was speaking about in the beginning of the previous reading. That if you can't get to the mountain, then you bring the mountain to you. If you want some kind of change and you can't, or haven't got the means to bring specific changes to you, you do what you can with what you've got in order to create that change within your reality. Tell me more about this energy of success. For those who I'm connecting with at this time, why is this energy of success here? Why is the energy of success here for those who I'm connecting with? I feel like definitely wisdom is being gained. My eye kind of peeked down on the wisdom. The wisdom is kind of being shielded. I don't feel like somebody's actually been sharing the wisdom that they have within them until now. I spread joy. I praise the goddess and the god that's within. You're starting to begin and understand now. I feel like I'm connecting to those who was quite oblivious to certain areas of life, of spirituality, of religion, of the meanings of certain pagan holidays. Things like Valentine's, for an example, Christmas. But let's stick to Valentine's. There's darker truths to what's going on behind the surface of this whole energy of Valentine's and what's going on behind the scenes, and how us within this 3D world, oblivious to what's going on, picks up on the energies that's going on under the moon. It comes with major life changing emotions and shifts, and Mercury retrograde is strongly here right now. That shadow period where these things from your past, from your foundation, these traumas are creeping up, but not without purpose. All within the heights to push you in the direction that you're needing to go into, and understand why you may have gone through all that you have gone through. Why you may not be very trusting of people, places and things, because it's kind of highlighting to you or illuminating to you the high priestess energy within you. It may even be bringing up certain aspects of your bloodline, your birthright, your lineage. For me, it's definitely tapped into the darker side of things that I was totally oblivious to. You know, and the lengths that people will go to in order to gain the materialistics of the world. From my understandings and the readings that I've done up until now, you know, going back into past life energy, which I've really been drawn to since the beginning of me coming out with tarot, is that some of these old lineages, unknowingly or knowingly, would actually compromise the soul of their offspring, tempted by the materialistic gains of the world, and not understanding truly what they've actually done until maybe it's too late. Feelings of guilt. I feel like this is the kind of energy that's coming up for you right now. These kind of realizations in regards to these heart-to-heart conversations that's coming up in regards to the associations of the molestations of these times. Tell me more about the journey, the mission work for those who are connecting with at this time in regards to this wounded healer. This card wants to come through, and it says, fellow travelers, support is all around you. Tell me more about this energy of the wounded healer and this mission work to raise the vibration. I'm hearing, don't allow it all to get away with you. Like, don't allow it to get on top of you. And stay focused when you're discovering this truth, because it can be a hard truth to swallow, you know. Tell me more. Let's get one more card. I feel like there's one more card that needs to come through. Valiant courage. Take action with passion and speak your truth with good intent. Speak the truth that it is that you've discovered, and you may have discovered this truth by yourself with no help from anybody. These are things that you gain from inside knowledge, from your own life experiences, from your own earthly wisdom. Again, this is an energy that I picked up on and or even spoke about, I would say, on my previous channel, which is Empress Earth Wisdom 1111. Within these one-to-one conversations and me going back and listening over to some of these readings that I've done for the collective, for those who resonates within this energy, it's allowed me to be able to stay focused and be able to see things from a bird's eye view of exactly what this journey has been for me. and the joy that I'm able to spread with good intent. I've been able to connect with other channels, let's say, and through their earth experience, which I resonate with a lot. And I'm never really drawn to a channel, or a channel's never really guided to me without there being a very good reason. God don't make no mistakes. And just then I was going to say reading. Like when I first began, I noticed my subscriptions was off the grid. It was that much. Since my new channel and right now, today as we speak, my subscriptions to channels like Messages of Readers is gone right down, because I've been in this energy. I've been very focused in regards to my journey and where I'm at now and what I've learned from where I've been and where it is that I'm heading to, and the energy that I possess within, and the intentions of that gift that I have in order to bring healing not only to myself but also for others. And within that, I've seen some things, I've seen some real things, I've seen doors being shut directly in my face at a time when I needed that support. But I kind of quickly understood that sometimes it's best to go within. And this is when I first began to tap into the energy of tarot. When I first bought my first ever deck, which is back in 2019. And kind of from then, I've just been reading my own energy to say, has been times when I couldn't believe what's come out within my own energy that I pulled for myself. So therefore I will go to another channel who I feel like I resonate with, who the Most High has drawn me to, and I kind of see the character. The Most High illuminates to me the character. And that's okay, no judgment. I just keep it moving accordingly. If I have to take away my energy, then I do. If I don't, then I don't. I deal with a situation accordingly. Until the point now where I've emptied it so much now that I call it my 5-star, and it goes back to when I was only like 6 years old, and I wished upon a star at a time with tears in my eyes, communicating to my ancestors. Unknown to me, that's what I was doing. To me, I thought I was praying, because growing up in the Christian Pentecostal church, that's what I was taught. In times of need, you pray. And believe me, I was in a time of need. So I looked up in the heavens, in the dark skies, and I said, why me? At the time, I used to love cartoons, and I keep saying this in my other readings, but the lion, I heard it within the lion's voice of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Don't ask why, it all will be revealed. And believe me in you, throughout my journey of the tarot world, so much truths that I've discovered, that I begin to understand the light that I have within me that was being trying to be dimmed since I was a child. From I was that young tree, easy to bend, into the direction that, or conditioned in the way that that entity was trying to manipulate. But because of this energy of being able to stay focused and being from a very young age to tap into my intuition and trust that energy, and I feel like that's what, if you're resonating, that's what's being called right now. Trust the intuition that you've been focused on. Trust your own focus right now. Your own discernment, your own judgment right now in regards to a situation. Rejuvenating rain is at the bottom of the deck. Clear the past, heal the present. And I feel like that was needed, but I kind of just cleared it away. But clear the past. Because there's a new opportunity, there's a new energy here, and I feel that strongly, but I feel like this needs to be said in order for that new to come in. It's almost like that energy you have to give in order to receive. What's needing to be given up here? What's the energy around this past energy that's needing to be given up here for those who I'm resonating with? relationships. And I feel like that's the unhealthy relationships. It says here, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. Again, those unhealthy relationships. Like, I feel like I'm connecting to a group of people that's discovered or gone through unhealthy relationships. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be a partnership. This can be friendship. This can be family, colleagues. But whatever the situation is, I feel like you've learned so much about people. It's almost, I call myself an unqualified psychiatrist, because there's so much that I've learned about people, places and things from a young child, from as early as 4 years old. I saw a raw truth, unknown to me, how raw it was. But as I get older and I get more knowledge and wisdom and understanding and earth wisdom, I understand exactly the evilness, the entities and the wickedness that I was surrounded by. If you want to look at it in regards to energy, it's not a nice energy, you understand? But within that energy, I managed to stay focused. And coming to this point now, being able to release the past. Opportunity I'm hearing to release the past. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. That's that highest energy, pulling yourself out of this space of conflict from the past. So yeah, I pick up an energy of needing to set boundaries within your relationships that you're having, not only with yourself but with others. There's a need to speak positively into your life, and I feel like that's what someone's discovering right now, how powerful that their words are. You're a master manifester, and your words hold power here. Even down to the unbalanced relationships that you've moved away from and discovered the truth in. I feel like in some way, shape or form, it's something that you may have even manifested going back from a child, because you've never had that clear idea of what a relationship or love really is, especially if you're coming from an energy of where there's any kind of molestation or child abuse, you know, that robbery, you've been robbed of your natural flow of how life should be developed. You kind of learn it in another order. Tell me more about this energy in regards to staying focused. Tell me the energy around this staying focused. For those I'm connecting with in regards to the energy of this reading. You've not allowed, I feel like you've not allowed it to, the situation to marinate. Some way, somehow, you've not allowed the situation to marinate and to block your heart chakra. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. It's like, going back to a reading I did when I said this group of friends is coming back towards you because they're amazed of how you're able to remain somewhat normal, coming from an unbalanced foundation. And we've got honesty here, and it's in the reverse. I noticed it says I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I feel like this is where you've done your healing work. I feel like you're self-healed. I'm hearing self-taught. You've literally kind of grown yourself from a place of where there was not much good intentions set over you. And I feel like this is part of the raw truths that you're able to now speak with courage. With courage, I can notice as my throat chakra is trying to honesty is in the reverse around the discipline. What you once wasn't able to speak, you're gonna now be able to speak openly and honestly. You've done that work. You've done the work on yourself. You kind of boundaries is what I'm hearing right now. Boundaries. Everybody knows their place with you is what I'm hearing. Everybody's going to know their place with you and where they stand with you. Tell me more about this energy of fellow travelers. What's fellow travelers here? And we've got friendships and it's in the reverse. And we've also got perseverance, it's in the reverse. It's like not everybody can come with you. It's the energy of Moses where they were traveling in the wilderness and the Most High had to weed out the weak. You know, he had to weed out the weak over a period of time. Over a period of, I believe it was, 40 years. It was almost like there were certain temptations set in the way, and who can go through fasting and who can go through certain hardships, persevere through that time. And I feel like that's what's coming through here in friendships and perseverance. Not everybody can go with you where it is that you're going. These people are trying to come back from that vortex. I mentioned in my last, not my last reading, but one of the readings I for all signs. I can't remember which all signs this was, but it's titled, they're coming back from the vortex that you banished them from. You've learned too much truths around these people and where it is that they're coming from and the things that inspire them. It's like you and them are not the same, not even by association or name. You're on a different mission to these people. Religious factor came out in that reading, I believe, that I'm speaking of. I believe it was in regards to the TLC thumbnail message that I've got up on my page. This group of people are coming back just to pull you into their quarter because they know, they're aware of your destiny and this major shift that's coming in for you and towards you right now. The card that came through, it says here, when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. But that's not the one I wanted to read, it's this one. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. And that's the unexpected card that came through. So that's kind of what I want to pull on now. This card. Tell me more about this energy. What's coming towards those who's connecting with the energy of this reading in regards to this? I was reading it as I was pulling. So it says, embrace enthusiasm. Shoot to the heavens with happiness. There's a major transformation coming in regards to your connection with your ancestors. There's something new. And there's 3 butterflies on this. And instantly I kind of refer back to one of my songs I've got. And it says, I'm an empress, no time for brawl. Go up on my knees, all I make a call. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3. That's a way me say me draw me energy. From Grenada, from me young, them that make me fall. History, make me know me is a real Israelite. Me say history, make me know me is a real Israelite. And I feel like that's what's happened now. You're coming in more connection with more like-minded people of your soul tribe. That energy of 144. This energy of 144, 12 tribes. You're coming in connection with your soul tribe. Tell me more about this energy of embracing. I feel like this is something that you called upon. You called to be more around like-minded people rather than those that you was already connected to. That was associated and attached to the foundation of you, first light. And it says beginning a new cycle. After you've discovered these new truths, it's falling directly on that card and directly on that card. Now I'm going to jump into the romance oracle, which I feel like someone put love away for a while. So what's this energy that's coming in? Passion's coming in, and that's that shift that I was picking up on. Reconciliation is in the reverse. There's no going back to that way of being. People, places, or things. Tell me more about this energy or passion that's coming in towards those. That's resonating with the energy of this reading. Soulmate, and it's in the reverse. Not sure whether we want it to come in the reverse, but there's some kind of honesty. I feel that there's a reveal. There's something that's going to be revealed to you that you've discovered within the whole discovery of all the other areas that you've been discovering within this separation. I'm possibly picking up an energy of here that there's maybe friendship may come out of this, and you know, as light as that. And this is the religious factors that just came through. Children is in the reverse. This could be somebody who you share children with. There could be some kind of communication that's coming through to you. I'm hearing a reconciliation, a resolution. But you and them are not the same. There's a indifference. I'm picking up an energy of a karmic soulmate who you've had some kind of earth experience, lifetime with, shared children, which is a contract. Going back again to the whole Sabrina message that I received. So what's the overall outcome for those in regards to the energy of this reading? Pay attention to the red signs, to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I feel like you're aware of this already, because you've seen so much that your intuition is heightened right now at this time. You're fully aware of the intentions and how people speak. It's almost like you're the kind of person that can read between the lines. Like with me, for an example, then someone can be talking to me, but yet I'm hearing a whole nother intention within my mind, like intuition, downloads, channeling messages. High Priestess energy. Tell me more about the energy of those who I'm connecting with in regards to believing in their own magic. Let me connect energies that I'm connecting with. And it says wings. You never needed those wings to fly. You've always been who you are, but this situation is this kind of brought it to the surface. Then let's say you've learned a lot throughout your whole life journey, your life experience. You're able to now fly with courage. I'm hearing you're able to now take off and spread your wings and spread your joy. You're now able to speak your truth with good intention in order to not only heal yourself but also to heal others. Wounded healer on a mission to raise the vibration. That's your gift. Tell me more about this energy of the magic that's within those who I'm connecting with at this time. In regards to this forward movement. I'm an empress, no time for brawl. Go upon my knees, all I meds make a call. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3, this is garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Lavender, surround yourself with love and positive people is also what I want to add to that. And it says sundress, Do it for you. Whatever this is that you're doing, do it for yourself. You understand? Because again, this gift that you possess is more abundant than money, than finance. And some people can allow that to get to their head and become very egotistical with the gift that they've been given, that they've been blessed with, and can misuse that gift. Whatever you're doing, you always make sure you're doing with good intent. Speak with good intentions and spread that healing vibration, that joy. Last card. Advice for those who's moving in this energy, in this direction, in regards to spreading the wings. Milk and honey. Card number 51, break it down to a 6. Card 51, milk and honey. Essential meanings: the taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of a forest, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambition. When all of your senses are awake to unlimited possibilities in the universe, these times are precious and they only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are living a part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. In regards to a relationship message, sensuality, connections, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to sever now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with honey of abundance. There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's immensary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth, that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of your abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Protection message. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return, and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. And on that note, I'm going to stop there and definitely go straight into a tarot read.